Honestly, whenever I begin to make a video, I get really nervous. I always lose my voice, like right every time I try to start making a video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a relationship slash meet my boyfriend video because so many of you guys have asked for me to include Nick in my videos. He has agreed to be in this tag, and I guess we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna ask you some questions and then you're gonna answer. Okay. And I'll answer them about you. I think some of these questions are gonna be really annoying to you, but once we get past like the initial questions, maybe they won't be so annoying. Okay. Okay. How did we meet?
We met on Instagram.
But be more specific.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen Butt Snorkeler on Instagram.
How did we meet, really? Basically, what happened is that we have a mutual friend who's a stylist based in Los Angeles. So Levi was in New York when I used to live there, and I was doing a shoot with him, and he posted a picture of me on Instagram, and Nick reached out to Levi and said,
"Who's that babe on your IG?"
That's basically what happened.
That's exactly what happened. And he said, "Oh, that's my friend Julia. She's really cool. She's single, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Cool, what's up? Like, will you introduce me?" And he said, "Oh, she lives in Brooklyn." And so pretty much she liked some photos of mine on Instagram, and then I liked her photos back. And then
you followed back.
What? I don't know what I did, but then you sent me a DM. And then you were like, "Is this crazy? Can I send you my number?" And then she sent me her number, and I hit her up, and we just talked. She told me about how some guy stole her underwear from her basement laundry room.
That really happened. That actually happened.
And she like went and knocked on the guy's door and tried to confront him about it. That was our first real conversation.
So basically we started talking, texting every day. Honestly, we talked incessantly all day for a month. And then I came out to LA because I have some cousins out here, and I ended up staying with you the whole time. That's basically what happened.
So.
Nick, that's not fucking funny.
It is pretty funny.
Moving on. What was your first impression of me?
You were taller than I thought you were gonna be. Maybe I was shorter than you thought I was gonna be.
My first impression of Nick, I thought that you were kind of nervous.
You know, I didn't feel nervous at all until I was a couple minutes from the house to pick you up.
Anyways, he seemed nervous. I usually don't really feel nervous on first dates because I feel like you don't really have anything to lose. But I did feel a little bit nervous just because we had talked for so long and had never actually met in person. We had texted, FaceTimed, and emailed back and forth. But it just felt like a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was our first date?
Del Taco.
That's true. Basically, I talked a lot of game about liking Del Taco. Because we don't have it on the East Coast, and Nick said he would take me there when we met, and so he did take me there, but I was actually too anxious to eat it because I always feel weird eating in front of somebody when I don't really know them. Not nervous about the date, but nervous to eat in front of someone I didn't know. When did we meet the parents? Or when did you meet my parents? And when did I meet yours?
Well, you met my parents, I don't know, was it the first time you came out to LA?
I met Nick's parents. It was the third day that we had ever hung out. And Nick is from Santa Barbara, which is an hour and a half outside of Los Angeles. He thought it would be fun to take me to Santa Barbara for a day just to show me the beaches and some spots that he liked out there. And once we got there, he was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, my parents live here and I should say hi to them." So we went and visited his mom.
I think I went to go pick up some firewood.
Well, we went and visited his mom, and then we immediately went and visited his dad. And it was kind of awkward because it was only our third day hanging out ever. And what did you introduce me as?
I don't know. Julia?
Yeah, so I met Nick's parents immediately. And he met my parents, I think Christmas 2 years ago, right? For the first time? Because we went to Virginia for Christmas and we stayed with them.
Yeah, but we've been dating for a year and a half.
Yeah, so he met my parents a year and a half after we had been together, just because they still live on the East Coast. Okay, those are the annoying questions.
Okay.
What is the first thing I do in the morning?
Grab your phone.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I'll check my email, flip through Instagram, nothing that's really mentally stimulating. And I feel like you wake up and you have your own routine. You like make coffee, and then you make yourself breakfast, and then you listen to like NPR.
Pretty much.
And ignore me.
Well, I usually wake up a
lot earlier than me.
Yeah, like hours before you do.
Because I'm on like a nightlife bar schedule, so sometimes I get home really late from work. Do I have any unusual or weird habits?
No.
Or any that come to mind?
Well, I don't know where it is. I don't want to know where it is, but I know that there's a big freezer-sized Ziploc bag full of hair somewhere in our house, and that's because Julia has saved hair from over the years. That's pretty weird.
There's 2 different bags, actually.
Great.
There's one in the kitchen. And that's my
really?
old, when my hair was...
Why is it in the kitchen?
When I used to have really long hair, and if you guys have been following me since the beginning, you remember when I had very long black hair, and when I cut my hair shorter, I just cut the braid off, and I saved the braid. But I have that one, and then whenever I cut my hair, like on a weekly basis, I'll just like do little snips, and I'll save it in a bag.
Maybe this is just something girls do, but actually not even girls, because when I was like 16 or 15, I was rummaging through my dad's bedroom trying to find his weed stash, and I found a glass case with his old beard, because like years before I was born, he had his beard braided down to his belly button. And so I was like looking through his stuff, and I found, it was terrifying, found this case with like a coiled up beard.
Also, I just realized that I have like the worst boob sweat ever. And I can feel it just dripping. Do we just roll with it, or do I change my shirt? It's really, really hot in here. It's really bad.
Fuck it, you're fine.
Do you feel sweaty?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, your unusual habits. I don't really feel like you have, there's so much. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had this much before.
It's fine.
I feel like I should change really fast. It looks gross.
Really? Okay.
Okay, hold on.
It's fine. It's just makeup or some shit. Del Taco sauce.
What? Can you see it? Okay. Alright. Your unusual or weird habits. I don't really feel like you have any that I can think of. Can you think of any?
No. No.
Alright, we'll skip that one. We'll give it a pass. What is my favorite thing to eat?
I mean candy.
I do low-key really like candy, but that's not my favorite thing to eat. Like, real food, what is my favorite thing to eat?
I don't know, I mean, maybe grilled cheese.
Do you like grilled cheese?
Up until recently, favorite breakfast, like at home, would be like scrambled eggs with cheese.
Scrambled eggs with Parmesan.
With Parmesan, yeah. But, I don't know, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of stuff you really love.
Honestly, so I don't eat meat, and I have really been trying to eat a lot less dairy, but I do really love a good grilled cheese, especially paired with like tomato soup. And I've been making myself like vegan grilled cheese, vegan cheese, and I really like that too. And I also just really love fruit, especially like weird exotic types of fruit. I'm trying new fruit, I guess. So yeah, fruit and grilled cheese and soup. And your favorite thing to eat, spaghetti bolognese, or bolognese, what is it called?
This is like top 3.
A spaghetti bolognese.
My favorite thing is chilaquiles from Rose Cafe on Haley.
Okay.
But if you're ever in Santa Barbara, there's Rose Cafe, there's one on the Mesa, then there's one on Haley. Haley one is closing in 2021, and their chilaquiles are like the thing I've been eating there my whole life. That's my all-time favorite meal. But capellini bolognese.
Capellini bolognese, that's what I meant. That was really close.
I love too.
And bread, right?
Yeah, well, the bread that you make with butter.
That's right. Do I have any hidden talents?
I feel like you're really talented at a lot of stuff.
Thank you.
Hidden talents. I feel like when I think of hidden talents, I think of like watching Double Dare when they would like bring the kids down to do stuff. Did you ever see that?
Mm-mm.
It's because you're young. So young.
Nick's like 4 years older than me. and 4 years less mature.
Yeah. I feel like hidden talents is like you can play the spoons on your knees, or you can like do like a handstand or something like that.
I can do a handstand.
There you go.
Do you have any hidden talents? Okay, honestly, this isn't really a hidden talent. This is more like embarrassing than anything. But I feel like you can fart more than any average person ever. It's just like non-stop, never ending. If that could be considered a talent, then you have one.
It's not very hidden though, unless they're silent. Then it's hidden for like a few seconds.
Okay, moving on. What am I deathly afraid of?
Dying.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I feel like I go back and forth with my like death fear, but it's always kind of like been a fear of mine. What else?
Newspaper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking originally.
Yeah.
I hate newspaper. I really hate it. I hate the way it smells, the newsprint texture, and the way it smells. I just can't. And Nick has a serious phobia of Band-Aids.
Hold on, before you go any further, is this really what you want to put out there? I don't tell many people that because I don't want some bullshit happening, like somebody putting like a Band-Aid on my like, I don't know, my car door handle or something like that.
You're now provoking people to do that. Nobody would have thought to do that, but now that you've like... Okay, I don't care if people... No, I don't like newspaper. Nick doesn't like Band-Aids, and he doesn't like stickers. But why do you hate them?
Because they're disgusting to me. I don't know. I don't like the... I don't want to talk about this.
Okay. Okay. What is something I do that you wish I didn't do? It can be, well, just answer the fucking question.
I guess one like kind of like minor thing is, she's been like really obsessed with recycling and like avoiding using like single-use plastic and stuff for the last several months, which is cool. I totally support that.
It's true.
But if something needs to be recycled, that had like a food container or something that needs to be like cleaned out before it's put in the recycling, you don't just clean it out, you put it in the sink. So I'll go to do the dishes, there will be a shampoo bottle, a bunch of like cat food tins, cans, and like other just like plastic food stuff that's just like disgusting and sitting in the sink. I feel like it'd be way easier just to clean it out and put it in the recycling. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's just something that we just talked about for 20 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna name quickly 2 things that Nick does that are really annoying. Is that a separate category though? Something you do that's annoying?
I don't even remember what the question was.
What is something I do that you wish I didn't do? Nick does 2 things that really drive me crazy. The first thing is that we have 2 refillable soap dispensers, one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen. And under the kitchen sink, there's like a giant soap refill container.
There is? I wish you would have just told me.
Up. Nick will never refill the dispensers,
I've
ever.
done it a couple times.
No, you wash your hands more than me because you're such a germaphobe. So Nick will wash his hands like 800 times a day, and I want to say he uses like 90% of the soap. And
that's an exaggeration.
No, but instead of refilling the containers, instead of walking to the kitchen and refilling the container, he will start using body wash from the shower on his hands. You do that.
Well, now that I know that there's a big jug of soap under the kitchen sink, I'll start refilling them.
Shut up.
Check
Anyways.
back.
Okay, so that's one thing. And the second thing is that whenever I have to go to the bathroom, there's like a 50% chance that Nick is in the bathroom just looking at his phone. Like sitting on the toilet looking at his phone.
That's sitting on the toilet, okay. It makes me sound like I'm just like standing in the bathroom. I don't have IBS, I'm just like taking 5, you know what I mean? Maybe taking 20 sometimes, I don't know. You just go in there and then like, I know I'm not the only one that does this. I mean, I'm sure there's like 50% of the people watching sit on the toilet till their legs fall asleep, and they would lie about it on camera, and we can edit all of this out.
Okay. Alright, the point is that he takes like sometimes upwards of an hour in the bathroom just sitting on his phone.
I don't take upwards of an hour.
Okay, it's a long time.
Alright.
What is something that I can spend hours doing?
Researching like weird shit on the internet.
That's true. Like mostly like
medical related stuff.
Just medical information. I actually really like reading about it though. It's not just because I'm a hypochondriac, it's because I really enjoy it. And I would say that you can spend a lot of time writing music, or anything music related. Also, he spends a lot of time like internet shopping for rogue things. It's true. Like girls will spend a lot of time like internet shopping, I guess, on fashion websites, and Nick will spend a really long time looking at like gear for his dirt bike or obscure vintage t-shirts. You do that a lot.
Okay, I'll look at like dirt bike stuff, guitars, knives.
Knives, definitely knives.
Yeah, but I'm not shopping, I'm just like researching stuff.
I'm not shopping, I'm just like researching stuff.
What's that in your hand? What's that?
This is a little knife.
Did you just get that in the mail just now?
Yeah, I just got this in the mail.
Nick, come here. Look at how you opened the package to get it out. Yeah. Out of sheer excitement, you just savagely tore through the middle.
Honestly, I've always had a hard time opening packages. You ask my mom.
Okay, who wears the pants in the relationship? Huh?
You do, darling. Right? Is that a real question?
Or who is the more dominant personality in the relationship? Don't read the questions.
I'm just staring, I'm not reading anything. I feel like it's pretty even, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
I think that we both are like kind of alpha personalities.
Dude, it's so fucking hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Okay, there's like 3 more questions. Describe our nightly sleeping situation.
It'll be like, if she's not working, if she's at home, then I don't know, usually like around like 12 or something like that, I'll want to go to bed. Between like 11 and 1. So I'll say, oh, I think I'm gonna go to bed soon, and then she'll go through this like whole breakdown of how she can't live her life like she wants to live her life because she can't watch TV when she's going to bed. It's like,
that's not even what I was talking about.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I meant like describe the situation like in bed, like who sleeps on the left, who sleeps on the right. I meant like describe our sleeping situation. For example, Nick sleeps on this side, I sleep on this side, and Hannah usually sleeps at the top of the bed by my pillow, but recently she's been sleeping on the floor. And then our other 2 cats sleep outside of the bedroom. Yeah. Nick steals all the blankets in the night and gets really grumpy when I wake him up. What is your biggest deal breaker in a relationship? Not our relationship in general. I just thought it was something really funny. Wait. Okay, as I mentioned, Nick has a fear of stickers. And there was a picture of me on Instagram from like a couple years ago where I had like all these stickers all over my face, and
I don't remember that.
I know because I told you about it, like, or they were on my eyebrows or something. And I told you about it after you told me you hated stickers, and you told me that if you had seen that photo that it might have been a deal breaker.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, what's your biggest deal breaker in a relationship? This is hurting my leg.
Yeah, this is not comfortable. We're not comfortable.
We're not comfortable. We have like a crazy bed frame, so we're basically just being stabbed.
There's so many. I mean, there's so many things I think that could be deal breakers. From, you know, more superficial kind of stuff like that. If it's like if I don't know somebody and I saw a picture of them with stickers all over their face, maybe I wouldn't hit them up. But
in general, like somebody who parties a lot, maybe, right? Is that a deal breaker to you?
Yeah, I guess that would. Yeah, that would be. I wouldn't want to date somebody who wanted to like go out and rage every night, just because that's like so far from where I'm at in my life, I think.
Yeah, we both are honestly kind of homebodies. I'm not a huge drinker, even though I work in hospitality and nightlife. When we go out, it's more like going to dinner versus going out to a nightclub or a bar and getting wasted. So
yeah,
that would be a deal breaker for me too. Honestly, I've dated guys in the past that are like huge party drinker people, and it's just not a really good match.
Yeah, that and those like weird like gladiator sandals.
I used to have a pair.
Gotta
of those.
go.
I used to have a pair of those.
I don't even want to know about it.
I think that a deal breaker for me Honestly, somebody who can't hold an intellectually stimulating conversation,
Yeah, for sure.
or like has nothing interesting to talk about besides superficial things.
There's no more questions.
Yeah, there's one more question. I'm ordering a pizza. What kind do I get?
You guys really want to know this stuff? You'll get the, what's it called? The gluten-free grandma
Yes!
from Tomato Pie.
Tomato pie. If you guys live in Los Angeles and there's a tomato pie near you, definitely hit up that gluten-free grandma pizza. It's really good.
It's pretty good, actually.
It is really good.
It is really good.
Okay. Do you have any questions you want to add? Do you want to think of one question that you think is interesting?
What would you like to do with your YouTube channel? Like, where would you like to take this as this kind of, if this is your brand, where would you like to take it and how would you like to build it?
I really do enjoy making videos. I struggle sometimes to motivate myself, not because I don't want to make them, but just I feel kind of OCD, and when there's other things going on or I have other things I want to do, it's really hard for me to sit down and film the video. So I would like to get better at filming more routinely and posting content on a more regular basis. And I kind of feel like whatever happens, happens. Like, if my YouTube channel takes off, that would be a really fun, I guess, career path for me. At the same time, it's more of like a hobby than anything, but definitely have really enjoyed like connecting with so many different people, and that's the most rewarding part for me. That's it.
Cool.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any additional questions that you want to ask, maybe eventually we can do a part 2 video. And you can leave those down below in the comment section. If you guys like this video and want to see more videos like it, then give this video a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel if you think we're interesting, or if you think I'm interesting. Thank you, Nick, for being on my channel.
Thanks for having me in my bedroom.
We will talk to you guys soon, and yeah, until then, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.